Hey guys, welcome to Reddit Brew. You know the drill. We're back at it again with the Reddit stories. So let's jump into it, shall we? My boyfriend's dad is lucky we didn't call the cops. This just happened this morning, and I am livid and still trying to calm down. Disclaimer, I am not advocating for violence. I am pointing out how lucky my boyfriend's dad is that I don't currently own a firearm, because I genuinely thought we were experiencing a home invasion. Two things that are important to know about me. I am hard of hearing, and I am a survivor of a violent crime and subsequent stalking. Context. My boyfriend, 28-year-old male, and his folks, late 60s, own a coffee shop. But because his dad doesn't want to A, listen to anyone else, B, learn how to run a business correctly, or C, pay his son his draw, my boyfriend is largely uninvolved and has talked about being bought out. He is still the administrator on the point of sale system though, because his dad has no desire to actually learn how it works or go through the process to take over the account. The coffee shop drama could be a whole series of posts about how they did us dirty, but perhaps another time. We got to bed really late. Okay, early. It was 4:30 a.m., which normally wouldn't be an issue as my boyfriend was scheduled for a late shift, and I am currently taking time off work to figure out a medical issue. Boyfriend turns off his phone volume when he goes to bed, and this is well known to everyone close to us. He is notoriously hard to get a hold of in the mornings. I only hear my phone if it's right under my pillow and the volume and vibration is up. At 6:25 a.m., I started receiving the following text from boyfriend's mom, which I did not hear, as I am past the F out. 6:25 a.m. Sorry to bother you. I need boyfriend to call his dad ASAP. His phone is off. 7:35 a.m. Entitled dad is going to come wake boyfriend up unless he calls us. Just before 8:30, the dogs start barking as someone tries to open the locked bedroom door. I wake up panicked, as whoever it is starts banging on the door. It then stops for a few moments, then starts again. No one has said anything at this point. Not me, not my boyfriend, not the intruder. I get up and go to the closet for the baseball bat and start kicking myself for thinking we would not need a gun when boyfriend had brought it up in the past. We open the bedroom door to find entitled dad at the end of the hall. He starts yelling about needing the code for the two-factor authentication for the register. I start yelling at entitled dad, and my boyfriend, who is just as angry as I am, has me go back into the bedroom. I put my hearing aids in at this point. Entitled dad claims to have been knocking on our front door, but neither dog heard him. My boyfriend gives him the code, tries to explain to him that coming into our house unannounced is a huge violation of trust and boundaries. Entitled dad then yells about needing the register working. My boyfriend kicks him out, and we think that's the end of it. Not 2 minutes later, I receive another text from my boyfriend's mom. Please tell boyfriend to send the new code. We still can't get in. Then we hear the clanging of the metal gate and more pounding on the front door. We go answer it, and it's entitled dad yelling about needing the new code, and he has a copy of our key in hand. He clearly was going to let himself back in. I lost it at this point and yelled, "You can't just let yourself into our house. What the is wrong with you?" He gave me more BS about needing to get the register working. I screamed, "My ability to be safe in my own home is more important than your shop." He took particular offense to this. "So you see me as a threat? Am I a threat to you?" I try explaining that I have had my home broken into before. His response, "Not by me," over and over, then continues yelling about the shop. I demand the emergency key back, and after yelling a bit more, he shoves it at me. My boyfriend had enough and yells at me to go back into the bedroom. He will handle it. I do, because at this point, I am on the edge of a panic attack. Through the closed bedroom door, I hear more yelling, and after a bit, the door slammed. My boyfriend called his mom, saying that his dad needed to apologize and that this behavior wasn't acceptable. She asked him, "What does he need to apologize for?" My boyfriend everyone tells her and she is mortified. I then get this text from her. I'm sorry to have bothered you so much today, and I'm sorry Entitled Dad made such a scene. I have not responded. This man clearly doesn't understand boundaries, doesn't think he needs to be held accountable for anything, and felt entitled to just barge into our house and demand his son fix a tech issue. And for the record, yes, I do in fact see him as a threat now. Both of my boyfriend's parents know about my severe PTSD, and we know he won't apologize because he genuinely doesn't see a problem with his behavior. It's time for some serious boundaries and a security system. I try explaining that I've had my home broken into before. His response, not by me. Bruh, you literally just broke into their home. Then tried to again 2 minutes later after they specifically told you not to. Great googly moogly. The audacity. My advice to OP and her boyfriend, change the locks and get some cameras as soon as possible. You should not have to worry about anyone, family included, hell, especially family, entering your home unannounced. Especially when you're in a vulnerable state, such as sleeping, with a condition like PTSD. Absolutely ridiculous and totally unacceptable. Giving my brother-in-law a parenting book for his birthday. So, to start, let me preface this by saying that my sister has been married to Hank for over 6 years. They have 2 kids and 1 on the way. I visit her almost daily, and I noticed that my bill does little to nothing around the house or even childcare. To give some examples, one time my nephew fell off the stairs and didn't need the hospital, but needed immediate care from one of the parents. My sister was literally stuck helping my niece out in the barn, and Bill just sat in front of the TV shrugging it off. I was stunned that I had to go help my nephew out. Not just that, but even now that my sister is 7 months pregnant, he keeps making her lift heavy things, run after the kids, bath them, and cook for them. He claims he's not usually this unavailable, but since it's football season, he needs to catch up on all the games. I was getting irritated of him, especially after he ruined mine and my wife's first ever pregnancy announcement by asking my wife if she was sure I'll be a decent father. SMFH. His birthday was a couple of days ago. I was going from one store to another, not knowing what I should get him. I found him something I thought would be beneficial for him. My wife and I arrived to my sister's house and had dinner. Bill didn't stop nagging my wife about the pregnancy, saying that there's 80% chance I'll turn out to be a deadbeat dad. I couldn't take it. When it was time for gifts, I got up, handed him a book on parenting, and said, "Here, I found this amazing book called The Gift of Failure. It's about parenting. Strange concept, I know, but I'd figured you'd benefit from it, especially with a 3rd kid on the way." He was absolutely speechless. Everybody was staring at him, and my wife and mom laughed. He just gave me a look, then stormed off upstairs. My sister ran after him, then came back later, saying he's calmed down after she turned on a football game. He sent me an email later saying I embarrassed and mocked him in front of everybody and demanded I apologize publicly, just like I humiliated him publicly. My dad thinks I went a bit too far here too. Was I the a-hole? Oh man, definitely not the a-hole OP. This man needed the wake-up call. In fact, I think he needs even more of a wake-up call than this. The threat of divorce, perhaps? Whatever it is, he needs to be knocked down a few pegs. That's for sure. OP's sister is not innocent in this situation either though. She enables the crap out of her husband, and the way her husband is acting, like a child, makes it so she has 3, soon to be 4 children to take care of. I hope she starts to realize that and decides whether she wants to eternally be a mom to her adult husband. But I mean, hey, if she's happy with this life, then who am I to judge? To each their own. But she should not be allowing her husband to call her brother a deadbeat dad when that's his title. But anyway, that is all from me today. I hope you enjoyed these 2 entitled people stories. If you you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I truly appreciate when you do, and I will see you in the next Reddit story. Bye!